Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we will take a closer look at the most peculiar smartphone I ever owned. It's not the flashiest or the most powerful, but it's certainly intriguing. This is the Unihertz Jelly Star. Enjoy! Unihertz is a company that specializes in creating compact and rugged smartphones. They are known for designing devices that cater to specific niches in the smartphone market, such as outdoor enthusiasts, travelers, and individuals who prefer smaller sized phones. The latter is why I got interested in the company and ultimately ended up getting the Jelly Star, which is the newest smartphone in the company's Jelly lineup. The Jelly Star ships in blue, red and black and boasts a nostalgic translucent shell with white LEDs on the back, likely inspired by the Nothing Phone series. With an asking price of €210, I would consider it a budget phone. Practical use cases would perhaps be as a work phone or a spare phone, not necessarily a daily driver. This tiny device with a 3-inch LCD screen comes in a similarly small packaging and includes a transparent phone case, an already installed screen protector, a lanyard, and a branded USB-C cable with an angular connector. This decision was made because the Jelly Star's charge port is located on its side. The device has a 2000 mAh battery which lasts for a day's worth of moderate to high intensity use. The device weighs around 120 grams and due to its small form factor fits in most pockets easily. It is noticeably thicker than most smartphones, but this alteration makes the Jelly Star very comfortable to hold. It reminds me of my old Sony Xperia slide phone, but of course way more powerful. The Jelly Star runs a pleasantly clean version of Android 13 without any noteworthy bloatware. It has a Helio G99 8-core processor, 8GB of RAM, and 256GB of internal storage. You can increase the phone storage with a microSD card. The volume buttons are on the left side of the device. The power button, a customizable multi-function button, and the aforementioned charge port are all on the right side, together with the dual SIM slot. On the back it has a 48 megapixel front camera, a flashlight that I have mapped to the multifunction button, a pretty reliable fingerprint sensor, and the cosmetic white LEDs, which you can also customize in a separate menu. You can also turn them off entirely if you so please. I personally only use them for incoming calls and notifications. The phone has an admittedly poor mono speaker on the bottom, but to my surprise an aux jack on the top. Those are a rare sight nowadays indeed. If you don't want to dust off your old wired headphones, the Jelly Star features Bluetooth 5.3 as well. Just like an NFC reader and an IR blaster that you can use to transform the phone into a universal remote. The 48 megapixel front camera offers usable but not very impressive photos, as you can see here. It can record videos up to 1440p with 30 fps. But the quality is, again, nothing worth boasting about. So, this is me working on the video, the Jelly Star review, of course, and yeah, I don't think I have to point out that this is not a camera for any sort of content creation. This is a camera for use cases such as you're in the grocery store and you want to make a quick snapshot from the almond milk so you can be sure it's the right one. Something like that. A little bit disappointing, to be fair, but it's also a very small and quite cheap phone, so there is that. I find the image stabilization to be very unreliable, so having steady hands is definitely an advantage here. As expected, the 8 megapixel front camera isn't any better. It will do in a pinch, but there is plenty of room for improvements in future iterations of this phone. The biggest concern I had going into this review was the tiny 3-inch screen with a 854 to 480 pixel resolution. I am under the impression that smartphones these days are larger than they need to be, and I'm always on the lookout for more compact, practical form factors. But this is ambitious. To my surprise though, most applications adjust quite well to the small screen, and with the exception of typing, I was able to go about my daily business within a few hours of use without any major hiccups. That includes no stuttering, no lags, no crashes. It is overall a very snappy, responsive phone. Later I discovered that typing longer sentences horizontally mitigates all the problems I had previously. Due to the screen's pixel density, it is plenty sharp despite the low resolution, and the colors are perfectly fine for an LCD screen. You can absolutely browse social media, watch videos, or play games on this device. It is an adjustment for sure, but it's far from bad. All in all, I am positively surprised by the Unihertz Jelly Star. It handles every task that you would expect from a modern smartphone, and it does so in a tiny, adorable form factor. I genuinely hope that Unihertz and perhaps other, larger companies pursue devices such as this one. For the future, I would like to see better cameras, stereo speakers, and a fingerprint scanner under the screen. But as it stands, this is a decent little phone as is. Perfectly suitable as a secondary phone, maybe even as a daily driver for some. It's quite budget friendly also, so there's no harm in just trying it out. I'm a big fan now, and perhaps you will be too. But that's it on my part. If you have any questions or simply want to share your opinion, please leave a comment below. Thank you all very much for watching, and of course, have a wonderful day.